Welcome to a brand new Panzer Corps 2 series with the AO Redone mod. I played this scenario just yesterday. Left me completely unsatisfied. I chose my general traits and wanted killer team. That was my first mistake, as I have access to almost an unlimited number of tier 3 heroes. The heroes that came from the killer team were essentially rubbish. I think there was a tier 1 and 2 tier 2 heroes. As to why that happened, usually they're pretty good. Maybe the thing sort of checks your hero base and then gives you, some outcome based on the number of heroes or types of heroes you have, or maybe it was just RNG. There's no knowing as to what exactly goes on with the killer team. That usually they're better than not. But anyway, the mistake was taking that trait to begin with, as 3 random heroes are probably not going to be as good as what I could generate with the prestige from, say, trophies of war, doubling the prestige I get from surrenders, and I have 2 auto surrender units as well, meaning that I could take an almost unlimited number of tier 3 heroes, theoretically at least, perhaps. This one is a fairly bloody 1940. Later in the campaign, the British have quite a bit of Air Force. The hangar mod, or the modded hangars, are in play, where the enemy has an unlimited number of replenishments or reinforcements via air until you go and destroy the hangars. Another thing that left me sort of wanting, which I think threw me over the top to just restart the entire campaign for 1940. I had only done, again, the one scenario, was somehow I got it in my head that I was going to get an artillery hero for saving the Blucher, pocket battleship or heavy cruiser or whatnot. I didn't. I have to wait until later in the campaign where I can try to save the entirety of the German Navy. So that was the second thing that I was sort of frustrated about. So let's just start over with a lack of frustration relative to traits. Let's see, we have 1940. I'll check it. Lower this down to 10%. Go unlimited there, have that. And we'll go like, this is the one, right? Yeah. All right, let's have a group of traits that doesn't include killer team, because we have no need for it really. So we can choose slow modernization again. Denied artillery, we have, I think, 150 or more, 152 parts. We won't probably ever need them again. So that gives us a 7. We'll take industry connections, maybe get a G or an H tank. Master Blitzkrieg is always nice. And then here we have the question at hand. But could take that. Let's see what happens. I have 1 point left. They're gone already. We could do without, perhaps, meticulous planning. One of these, with meticulous planning, you could almost... I think this is the retrograde, yeah. It's only 2? No. Yeah, this is the one, only 2 as well. If it were 3, you could almost get... If you move your unit on top of a supply hex, you can then reinforce it the same turn with the meticulous planning. But this thing is a major pain to deal with. It'd almost be some fun to do it, but with the Air Force the way that it is, you can't heal the planes. I don't think there's a way to heal them, get them into a supply hex. At least not easily. You'd have to undeploy them and then redeploy them, and I don't think it's workable with this mod, that's for sure. So where was I? We are taking not running a lot of tanks. I'm going to plan on running quite a bit of Air Force. There's some artillery, recon vehicles. So this is probably not really worth my while per se. This probably is. Trophies of War. Force concentration, perimeter control. I wonder if we take that and that. That, without the Trophies of War, we'll probably be able to capture more units than not. And take less damage than we would otherwise, because if we encircle someone, they take 4 suppression points before they even get to do anything the next turn. I just took a look at the scenarios that are in 1940, at least the ones in the base game. And Master Blitzkrieg, while offering +1 movement, it's nice, the +1 movement, but really it's the cross minor rivers that really makes the trait shine. So if you took that off, and there's not a lot of minor rivers, is what I'm saying in the campaign. In fact, my recollection is I don't think there are really any minor rivers that you need to cross. They're all either major or you cross bridges. So maybe that's not the best. We could take Trophies of War and go for a sort of a surrender game of sorts. That looks like a surrender game, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's do it. Alright, so our advanced paratroopers are in trouble. We need to capture 3 victory hexes. It shouldn't be a problem. All the victory hexes shouldn't be a problem either. We need to protect 3 grounded BF-110s. There are 4. One of them is forwardly located here. It's essentially hopeless. So that leaves these 3, which are somewhat challenging to do relative to the base game, which is considerably easier. We need to destroy that fortress you just saw here. And I really don't have a way to do it other than a rapid-fire lethal attack J-88A bomber that I just upgraded in Denmark. So we'll have to deploy that, and then anyway, it's just going to give us warnings about enemy air, etc. Let's see, I'm going to, we'll heal up all of these units. And I don't think we need our blue infantry as much as I'd like to have them. All the heroes have been... I'm going to place these, well, let's see. This is a paratrooper. I plan to put Oladir and various other heroes on him so that he will be able to damage this heavy fort here. We need to save this battleship if we are to have any hopes of acquiring 2 artillery heroes further down the line. I had thought you would get to one of these when you save the Blucher, but it would seem as though you need to save the Blucher, the Graf Zeppelin, Admiral Scheer, Bismarck, Admiral Hipper, and then theoretically both of these heroes, this one and then one more here, I believe, will pop up as well. So that's about halfway through the DLC. Let's check and see what upgrades we have. I don't think there are any of note. Recons are the same, tanks. Everything is, we have, I think this is, I need to upgrade a few fighters, the Sea attack bomber, and then I've upgraded a couple of those in Denmark already. I'm going to call up a bunch of paratroopers, put our heroes back together, and place them. Okay, before going any further, I think the rules will remain the same that I implemented for AO39 with the AO Redone mod. I think I'm going to implement one more, and that's essentially the first time I played through this AO Redone, I had some issues dispatching the De Gaulle unit in the Epsom scenario. He's I think in a Valentine, and he starts a consolidated 20. So once you get him down to his 1 hit point, there's no way to kill him no matter what you do, unless you have an exterminator hero. Even you're awarded a potent anti-tank vehicle, and unless you have like +2 or 3 or whatnot, mine was, I think, +1 heart attack. I couldn't dispatch him, and finally ended up having to pin him with a shock tactics artillery and just have him dedicated there to shock tactics and just bombarding him every turn, so he would just sit there and be nullified. So I don't really want to do that. So I'm thinking if you pay 10 times the prestige cost that you would otherwise pay for any given tier, you can just summon forth a hero and deduct the appropriate prestige. So for a tier 1 hero, that's going to be 10,000 prestige, and I get my choice, which would be the exterminator. For a tier 2 hero, that would be 30,000, and for a tier 1, if I would ever want to do that for whatever reason, I'm not exactly sure why, I could pay 50,000 and get whatever hero I wanted. Maybe one was elusive or something. If I have a bunch of prestige, I probably shouldn't or wouldn't. Well, probably shouldn't, because if you have 50,000 prestige and are already spending 5,000 prestige for heroes, you probably are killing the game to begin with. But anyway, so 10 times what you normally would pay, and you can get to pick and choose. So I've deployed these units as I feel is best or most appropriate. This may be a bit of immersion breaking, but these guys are surely not dressed up like this, but it surely does make it easier for me to find them on the field. Sometimes I lose track of a properly camouflaged unit myself. I forget that he's there, skip the turn, so it'll be hard to miss these guys' turn. One of these, or two of these paratroopers are still on the ground because we have as yet to, we've used our maximum air transport pool. We're going to fly right over here and see about landing on this island. This unit here, I believe, is the one that's going to dispatch the fortress. I have hit and run and rapid fire. I'm not sure hit and run, by the rules, as I understand them, should have more initiative here than the fortress. Our paratrooper has a 6 initiative here. So we should fire at this fortress and take no fire in return, at least in theory, which will considerably minimize the losses, as I think these guys take 6 points in return and do exactly 1 point of damage. This should do more, as he has rapid fire, and maybe we'll be able to save the CA Admiral Hipper class in Blucher. I also have, I should have a bomber somewhere, right? I do. I have you. Rapid fire and lethal attack will send over here to bombard or bomb the Oscarborg Fortress. Other than that, we have a couple of auto-surrender recon cars. A less than torqued out Verdaja, but still quite effective against hard targets. Has a tank killer. I put the camouflage there just because there was nowhere else to put it. And field repairs just because I left the artillery at home. We need to get these paratroopers up here to reinforce this effort ASAP. We're going to take some damage on the way up. What of it, I suppose? Some heroes. We have a recon class hero, Whitman, we can put right here. Maybe be able to do some damage to a hard target and surrender it. And that should do it. We've done it. So let's do that right now. We can get closer or farther. It doesn't really matter because we won't be able to do anything. We'll go right here. And then we'll, let's see, we can move you as far as is possible here. Then we can embark you, head you over here. I see. I see. Well, we don't really want that unit attacking anyway. He can't embark and disembark the same turn, unfortunately. We're not going to worry. Let's see, we have auto surrender opportunities abound, 111. Or we could just go and hose a couple of these guys, like so. Let's see, 7 and 8. Nope. We'll use our no retaliation hero here. Move forward and scout. Let's see you. What's the damage? 4 and 3. We could do it, I suppose. Or we could just wait. Let's see, we go, we can't make it there. We could, I think we just wait. Let's see, we can go, say, forward like that. We could surrender this, but we could end up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll probably not end up on the river, although we'd have to move forward. We'll go here. We'll go right here. Let's see, we'll go forward there as well. We're probably going to take some air fire. We're also going to move up here ASAP. We can't do it because we don't have any airfields as yet. So let's see what we do. We need to de-encircle ourselves immediately. Take that airfield. Let's go like so. We are going to take... we have meticulous planning. We have one airfield here. In theory, we could go like that, and then force march. We can't. We can't force march for whatever reason. I don't know why. Let's see if we have the force march trait. We do, but we just can't use it. Well. So we're gonna stay here in the bush, and these guys are gonna come down and do some serious damage to our grounded BF-110Cs. The good news is we're gonna have some fighter support there, at least in theory. We'll go right up here, not get bombed. We'll move you up as well. And then we're gonna bomb the Blucher. And we can, I believe, take off here as well. We can't. Why not? Because we have no air transports available. That's true. So let's head right here. We find ourselves a couple of planes there. Let's down one of them. I'm going to take some anti-air fire. And then maybe we'll move this recon plane up here as well. By my best reckoning, that's everyone that we want to move. Let's do it. Next turn. Let's see. Yep, 8 points, such is life. And it looks as though, unfortunately, we are going to be a turn late attacking the fortification there because we neglected to land. We needed one of our units to dispatch that 5-point unit there, and the other one, I think we may need to restart this scenario. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that. We needed to have a second paratrooper down there. Boy, it's 4 points there. He should surrender. did all right, but our Blucher is taking damage. How much is he going to take now? 2 points, I see. I'm pretty sure it's over before it started. We attack, we take 2 points. We go here, take a point. Well, let's see what happens. We may have to restart, I'm not sure. Pretty sure we will, though. Let's see where this plane is. It's right up here. Let's take it out. You can head up here. And these planes here can land. Let's go and scout out what goes on over here. And then we can land at one of our paratroopers, this Butcher, right here. Have them camp out. These guys are going to double attack this these grounded units. We need to get one of our units forward here. He'll be encircled perhaps, but worse things really have happened. Actually, we encircled the enemy. And then here we, oh boy. Okay, so we need to get this guy out of our hair here, surely. And so he does not attack this group there of grounded planes. In theory, we can go like this. Do we have force march yet? We don't, apparently. That means you can go like that, and you can go onto that supply hex like so, meaning that this guy is going to have unlimited access to these units. What does that mean, really? These guys will go force march over here and limit the enemy's access, perhaps. Let's finish this guy off. And then we can down you. So these don't get bombed. We're gonna have this BF-110C wait there. We can then go forward like so. And I bet they'll be interested in taking that airfield as opposed to advancing on our BF-110Cs. So that's good so far, other than this problem with our fortress destruction team. We're happy there. Let's see, 15, 7, 2 points. Let's see, a 1-6, we can do that. Let's see here, 10 points there, we can do that as well. Who are you? A normal infantryman. 8 and 7. 8 and 7, yeah. I wonder really if we should wait to dispatch this guy with our blue infantryman. We can go here and down there. How far can you go? Far enough, really. Let's go here. We'll just forego this flag there. And apparently we're, yeah, no zone of control, so we have to deal with that. We'll go here again. Even better yet, one closer here. I think that's everybody. This is not exactly the most optimal of situations. We'll see if we can save the Blucher. So now we're down to 3 of 3. We have to save all of those BFs. And the blue cherry, yeah. Okay. Down to 3. Seem to be having bad luck with this particular playthrough here. 40. Let's see. Can we do away with you? We can move him. Six and 1. Who are you? Where did old deer go? I see. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Never mind. We need to undo that. So if we go like that, theoretically with meticulous planning we can move back, but we don't have enough movement points. Yep, this will restart. Alright, so what we need to do is deploy actually on the ground paratroopers. That would mean Okay, so let's start again. We need to deploy on the ground. So we need a just sort of random paratrooper, this guy, that we can field in the air and deploy immediately. So we deploy you, and then we have this guy on the ground here, in theory waiting. Okay, so now we can start and not have a vain hope that we'll be able to win a glorious victory by only deploying one of our paratroopers on the ground for our critically important fort we need to destroy. We have 2 on the ground. So one of these guys can dispatch this NO infantryman, which would be our random paratrooper. Next turn, he will get an attack. The Oladier hit and run unit will be able to attack this fort. So the first time through, we had one of these guys in the air, which turned out to be a huge problem. So we're going to play it exactly the same way and actually have 2 paratroopers on the ground. Next turn, both will get an attack. Essentially the same thing is going to happen. Let's make the same thing happen exactly as it did. Alright, I made essentially the same moves as I did the opening. And then, so we'll move you down here. We'll get this unit here on this victory or supply hex, which is critical. The situation is essentially the same as it was. We can down this this plane here, like so. Probably move to. So these planes here are protected by this fighter. You can actually change, well, whatever, I suppose. Let's call this a botched scenario. Let's move up here and see if we can land here. We can't because our plane is there. We can take this airfield. Let's see, can we move this guy out of the way just like last time? We can. Or should be able to. We should then be able to land here and interdict the attack on our grounded fighters. both of which are protected by this plane. We'll get this guy on the ground as well. Right here. And hope he doesn't get summarily dispatched, but he's encircled those two just like last time. We'll heal this unit up. It's a non-core unit. And we can either heal you or attack. 5 of 5, 7 of 5. 7 of 5 it is. 5 of 5, I mean. Let's attack you. Let's see, we have no planes here. We have you. Let's go there and splash this Gladiator 2. We'll bomb the Blucher again, or the fortress. We'll take this guy out. Establish supply. And it looks like we're taking some fire from this artillery piece, but we don't really care. This thing didn't fire back, and we didn't take 6 points. We just took a couple of errant suppression points. I'm going to file this haphazard work over here with the first failed attempt under the FAFO category. We were FAing, and we found out that we need to have 2 units on the ground, not 1 on the ground and 1 in the air. I also just realized our general traits, we should be able, with our auto-surrender vehicles, be able to extract not a slight amount, but an egregious amount of prestige, as we'll be able to split these units. So in theory, we can split these units and have the business half go and extract more prestige. Let's see, 11 points. Like, that would be a really good idea. Say, what if we go like this? We don't need to split this unit, and actually splitting it is going to cause some movement issues. So if we go like that, and then we split this unit, that leaves the business half right here with the envelopment and overwhelming attack, which means we can go up here and stick him for 5 instead of the, what was it, 11. So that means there's going to be 6 more. Well, we were going to be able to take 4 surrender, and now we're going to be able to take 10. So that's time and a half, 2.5 times what we would have gotten otherwise. So let's see, 300 prestige, what's that going to go to? 460. So we got 460 instead of, I think we would have gotten like 50 or something such as that, or 60 or thereabouts. Whatever the case is, I'm not going to figure it out exactly. I'm not going to break out the calculator. I'm not worried about it either. Let's swing forward here and go forward here. We've taken 1 point. We have 160 prestige more than we did. In theory, we could take, we're not going to worry about it. I could try to split and do this and that and whatnot, or otherwise, we'll not do that. Go up here, overrun you, and then we could go over here. We'll not do that this time. We'll go here, and then we can force march up there. This unit has all the deer and is happy there. So if there's armor, well, we'll not worry either. Let's see here. We can go 0-9 or whatnot. We go back and I say, what's your entrenchment? 0. 0 now. We'll go up here. Let's do it. We'll take them. Cost ourselves a bit of prestige. Actually, flexible command and this overwhelming attack is a really brutal trait, as you can extract a truckload of prestige off of de-entrenched anti-air weapons in 40 or any year. So there's going to be a lot of prestige coming in. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean we can take this hex? It doesn't. It doesn't. So, I think we can scout Can scout up here next turn. So this guy's stuck there. We're happy like that. The Blucher 0. Let's pop this guy for a point. So we're happy enough. Say right there. The old deer unit's happy there. This unit just landed. I wonder if you could be happier. Up here, maybe. There, here. Can you make it there? He can. Let's move him forward. This unit has attacked or just landed. He's good there. Happy. Next turn. We're encircled now. They attacked the BF unit. This guy has attacked our paratrooper as well. I think we can break that encirclement and heal him up. This butcher here. Boom. That would probably mean, what does that mean here? It means we need to get this guy off of our back. 3 and 6. Let's attack you. 3.6. We need 4 points on him. We have only 3. Let's zod him. Surrender him. So it's over for him. This unit can go here. And then heal back up. Or not? Why not? We have meticulous planning, right? We don't. That would be wise. So, never mind. I'm mixing one iteration up with the next. So this guy certainly needs to heal himself fully. We're going to take a prestige bloodbath there. Oh well. Let's see, 06. Sounds good. This unit can go right here and block the path. This unit here can heal. Can go up here and attack, or just wait. So we blocked the enemy from getting at our units. I think we can base this fighter there, so he'll protect either of these via air. This recon plane is going to stay there and stop them from bombarding that. And we'll see what goes on over here as well. Let's see, 15, 15. What's your entrenchment? Minimum. So here we can go, what is that, a 06, or this is the business end here. Heroes are such, yep. We'll go right up here for 03. Surrenderize that guy. We probably should have surrendered to you. Oh well, how about overrunning him instead? We can't do it. I see, so what if we send you here, and then the business end here to, this is what I mean, there would be no hope to extract any prestige from this very valuable anti-air weapon without flexible command, but in this case we're going to get basically 1/3 of 150, and then we'll multiply that by 2, so we should get about 100 prestige. That should go up 26,200 or thereabouts. It did, yeah. And then we can either move forward and attack, or use perimeter control to open up the window here. In theory, this unit has... I see. We could have moved him forward. Actually, we still can. Let's see. We don't care about that per se. Let's go like this. Attack him. We can go like that. Remerge here. Take that unit out. I'm going to take some fire here from this bunker. 12. There's no way to apply any damage there. And we are going to finish this fortress, or we'll finish it the easy way. We've done it. We can go and take this supply hex. Have some prototype equipment. And we'll just... What if we apply some suppressive damage here? We can do it. In theory, there's some prestige, I think, to be had here via the surrender mechanic. As we have flexible command, we may as well try. We could do some damage, but why should we? We'll just wait for this suppression to accumulate, and then we'll break ourselves in half and have our way with these guys. We can de-entrench these units with the Blucher. We can also move you forward and get this situation under control. Who are you and where are... There's no enemy air force here, it wouldn't seem, so we'll go forward here again as well. We have a fighter plane adjacent to this BF stash, so we can go and explore this area here as well. Blucher's done its thing. This guy will heal him fully up. And maybe we should get off of the river. I can't see exactly a reason why. We could go back here. That's probably a better idea. We're happy there like so. This guy is happy there. We're happy next turn. I could have attacked. We don't need to attack. What we need to do is defend. So why should I spend my points on a useless task? Not exactly useless, but not exactly optimal either. If he'd have attacked, he would probably be dead right now. So he has 3 points left. How about you? 4 points and 4 points. Drop the bomb on this guy for 4 points. As for you, 13 points, I see. And you? 14 points. Let's see here. That's still 14 points. 10-7. Mountain Man. And another Mountain Man. I wonder if we were to apply just a bit more. 13 points, let's see. Let's see if we split, we go like that. That leaves us with the business half here. Look at that. We can go like this. Send the business half down to deal with this Mountain Man in his home terrain, which would be a bloodbath other than our no retaliation hero, which makes it very advantageous relative to prestige, that's for sure. So what happens here now? Still 14 points. Let's see. 5 points. I wonder really if we should just sort of get this guy off the board and pop him. We'll take 6 points, so what? Let's move it out or here. We can go, what are you doing? 014. You can still move. All we need to do is get, this guy will come down here and make us pay dearly for being on that road. He can't make it onto, he can though. And that 4 points. You have some moves available. It's not a critical situation. This sort of is. Let's go ahead here and bomb that. Blow it up. Head up here, establish a zone of control. Move on. I see. Who is this guy? Another mountain infantry. So he can't go anywhere beyond these 2 hexes, which means if we go here, we can get back on the road. We can surrenderize this guy next turn as well, which means we can heal up here and wait there. In theory, there's no enemy air about, so wandering around half-baked or with flexible command in play doesn't really matter. We can is the enemy there? It is, yeah. This is our core force paratrooper. What does this mean here? We could maybe 1 and 8. And then you could swing on to this supply hex and do that. Go like this. Can dispatch that unit like so. And run up here and attack you. Can go up here and encircle that Matilda tank and do away with this guy. We can heal you up. Non-elite heal you, non-elite heal you just because we can. These guys are happy enough where they are. This fighter especially protecting these from any would-be enemy air, which I don't think there are, but there's no rush per se. So, let's see. Minimum entrenchment 4. Suppression, which means we just need to tap this guy a tad. And we should be able to surrender him like so. How about you? 4 of 10. And you fully suppressed. So rapid fire. I think we can apply a point of suppression here. Why should we do anything? We don't need to, so we'll leave that alone for the time being. This guy's good there. We're happy. We can go on to this fortification. I may as well. We may as well do that. Forego that. This guy is happy enough there. Happy there. Good there. We can heal you. Let's see. We have you as well. 1 point, 3 points. How about what goes on here? Minimum entrenchment and 8 of 10. In theory, de-entrench this guy by a pip. We'll go find out what goes on over here. You know there's a camouflaged anti-tank there, that's for sure. Heal you up. Good there, and next turn. We saw an anti-air behind those two artillery up to the north. It's right here. Seems to be in major pain. Let's see, that mountain infantry is left. This perch. How odd. Alright, well, let's go like this. And we'll send the business half up here. Surrenderize that mountain infantry. This is the business half here. The problem is the 8 of 10 level. And it's a minimum of 4, so even... I think it's a hopeless situation there for this guy. Say we just overrun him. Let's see, 3 points there. We need to de-entrench that guy by 1 pip. What's the best way to do that? Not with our bomber, that's for sure. I think it's going to be with this fighter. And 2 points. And what are we going to do? How much damage do we do to him? 3 points. So it's something. I see. We should have waited to send out recon, so we've cost ourselves a bit of prestige. Let's see, we can force march up here. We can roll, how far can you go? You can go there. So another thing with this flexible command, we can go up here and heal the half of the unit that didn't do anything up to 8 strength and then re-merge to keep the surrender machine rolling along. Alright, you are stuck there. We may as well re-merge here. We'll go and establish 1 and 3. There's no pressing need here per se. Let's see, we can Zot you or Zot 5 there. This guy is heavily suppressed and in the forest. We should be... I see. I see. 4 and 2. So we can almost try to do away with this unit. Let's see here, 12, 1, 7, 4, 5. I don't want to get too terribly aggressive, and then I'll knock myself out. Let's see here, this butcher should go and in theory do a bit of butchering over here perhaps. 4 points, 5 points, 2 points. In theory, we go up here. We sort of don't need to hold this supply hex nearly as dearly as previously. And then we can move our non-core unit up here, do away with that recon car. Put some points in this Matilda. So I don't think these guys have any means by which to reach this supply hex. So let's we'll go pop this guy here as well. I think we can finish him. We can. Let's do it. This guy can't make it at our BF units. We'll just move you. We don't need to move that guy anywhere. We'll just heal him up. This guy's happy right there. We'll find out again what goes on over here, just because we can. So I think that is everyone that I care to move. I think we can heal that. This guy attacked. Next turn. let's see what goes on here. This 2 of 5, so we need to de-entrench him if we want to surrender him. 4 of 6, 4 of 7. That's 2 more than we need, right? It is. And you, 8 of 10 and 2 of 3. This one's the one we want to extract some prestige from. So let's bomb this bunker. I'm going to take some fire, unfortunately. 0 and 7 is 1 point. We don't need to do this this very turn. So let's just bomb it and see if we can dispatch it thereafter. 3 points, we can't. Well, we don't have to either, do we? The enemy air is gone. Let's de-entrench you by 1 pip. We can go forward like so. Actually, we can't do any damage. There's 15 right there. We can re-merge here temporarily. We can split you. And then move forward here for a surrender. 950 goes about 150 prestige. You, we can go over there near this bunker on a hill, but I don't see any infantry about. So let's see what we sort of let's see. So we'll get out of the way here. Get out of the way there, re-merge. That turns it to a 1-4, which turns to a 0. It was 3 previously. Which means that now we can go forward here and auto-surrender you. Unfortunately, we have these 4 of 6 entrenched. And you, we need 1 pip on that unit. And we're taking more fire there. 1 and 1 there. We'll take more fire, but de-entrench that guy by 1, and we should be able to surrender him at some point as well. It's sort of wicked relative to this situation, but the situation here seems in hand, so we'll not worry about it. Let's see how our butcher can move. I can probably force march over here. Move here forward in the bush. 2 and 6. 1 and 6. That's strange. Well, we'll take 2 and 6 just because we don't want our forward unit damaged. Surrenderize that guy. Can force march up here. And how much are these things worth prestige-wise? Not much. More of a pain than anything else, really. Let's do away with them. We can head right up here on this hilltop. Pop you. Like so. Probably get forward here. Maybe this Matilda tank will attack that auxiliary unit. 3 and 1, nothing. We'll go like that. Okay, so what we want to do, we can go, can't move here. This unit, perhaps he'd like to damage himself. Who knows, really? What? Oh, wait a minute here. I think we can do away with this guy and not worry about him. Let's do that. Get him out of the equation and such. So if we go here, this unit could turn to an anti-tank and go in right down here and put some hurt to us. So we'll go up there and heal up. I think that's all the units. We have some surrender activities here, perhaps. Let's see, 6 of 10, that's the minimum value. 1 point there. I think we can split you. Our deadly grasp has come through for us. 1 point, we'll get about 200 prestige there. Let's see, we can move down here for 2 points, I'll take it. And then this guy is completely suppressed. We can take a bunch of prestige off of his dime as well. We didn't do any, I think we forgot to de-entrench him. Well, next turn we'll get him. I lost a couple of points worth of prestige. Messing around like that. Oh well. I think everything here is in order. Next turn. Alright, so who is this guy? He needs to go immediately. It's 8, 8, and 3. Okay, so we have 8 of 10, 3 of 10, the minimum essentially, and then 1 of... Okay, so if we go like that, and then send the business, and up here we'll be able to extract 5 or 4 points where we would have gotten none, because it would have been a 0-9 almost certainly. So here again, this is a 7.5, it's not worth much. Other than it sort of is, because we can attack him with half of our recon car. That leaves this guy at an 8 of 10. Let's not worry about it, we'll just overrun him. We'll take that airfield. We'll go up here as well. Let's move on up. These camouflaged anti-tank are essentially a major pain. Maybe we'll just go up here, and or we could go here instead. Yeah, we'll go up. Can we force march? We can. Then we can put it to this guy. 6 of, well, off he goes with our ignores entrenchment. Hero. And that is the size of that. What can we do here? We want to try to surround this guy, but we want to do away with you as well. Let's go ahead here and bomb this unit. Send a non-core unit over there to extract the toll. Let's see here, we can go like that. Grab some rewards points for our... Looks as though it's over for them. We can begin to get some suppression going on that unit. Unfortunately, it's at 2 of 5 entrenchment. So really we want to pull back and then attack it and let it heal. Get it down to the minimum value of entrenchment. And then carry on. Let's go forward here, see what we find. Mountain infantry. We can, let's move up here. Can we go here? We can. And we'll go forward here. That's it, next turn. Let's see here what we have. Anti-tank, artillery, both heavily entrenched. Not a lot that can be said about any of that really. Let's just do away with these guys and get on with our campaign. Let's move it out here. Okay, so we can then bomb. I wonder. 3 of 3. So if we bomb you, we get you down to the minimum value. Pop you, grab some rewards points if nothing else. This guy is at the minimum value. He has quite a bit of suppression. We can move up here. And that works. Why should we do anything? In theory, we could go up here and try to take whatever's in there. I suppose it's doable. There's that Matilda tank as well. We can go here forward. Let's see, we can move this guy up there. Bomb this guy here. Try to find out what goes on in here. There's some infantry there, not in the base game. Next turn. One and 3, 0 and 5. Let's see, 8 of 10. So we need 1 point on this guy. So we split ourselves in half. Split you in half. We should be able to extract a fair clip of prestige there. We could, in theory, do much the same here. But we need to get that Matilda off the board. Zero and 7. Will he heal himself? Oh, well, that's not a bad move. It's a misclick nevertheless. Let's see, we could 5-eyes this guy. Let's bomb this guy. Bomb this Matilda tank. Let's bomb this guy here. De-entrench this guy down to 0 just in case he were to go up to 2. It would cause a problem. This scenario is essentially over, so why should we do anything really? Let's move it out here. We can get here on the river. Swing you up here, go like that. Next, well, next turn. We could have surrendered, I think, an infantry down on that island. We still can. So it has 6 of 10 entrenchment, which is the minimum value. There's 1 point. It's over for him. 150 prestige later. We've done it. Okay, so now what do you have? A minimum value. You can make it there. Let's split. Let's demonstrate how much. So there's a 0.9, right? But with flexible command, it turns to 29, 150 or thereabouts, goes to 370. So that's like 300 prestige we got from flexible command, which is no slight amount. So you as well, there's another flexible command opportunity right here. We'll go right down here. We're doing 2 points thanks to our heart attack hero that we have on the business end of this recon vehicle. +2 heart attack. We're getting 2 points on that Matilda. Let's see how many. Well, probably would be about. Anyway, we'll get another 200 prestige or 250 off of that. We can then move here and circle that unit. Looks like this guy is on the prowl. Why should we argue with him, really? We're happy. Next turn, we can surrender him with this no surrender. I see. Okay, so we didn't attack. Where's the business end? It's right here. We can take a 1-6, or let's see, we'll split you. Go like that. There's a 0-5. We'll take you. 0-5 there as well. And that is the scenario. Next turn. Next turn. Next turn. And the end. Off the Lillehammer we go. I hope to see you then.